Hello and good evening. This is the New Year's pick a card. This message will mainly just be to kind of give you guys a small picture of how 2025 may go for you. For something more in-depth and personal, please click the Etsy link in my bio to book a reading, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions at all. I wouldn't have any problem answering anything. Also, just to let you guys know, if you hear me sniffling a lot, I am coming down from a cold. So yeah, maybe clearing my throat, maybe a couple coughs every here and there. But I want to actually start my pick a card readings videos off with a general collective reading before we get into each pile. So these cards that I pull will pretty much be for everyone. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Do not try to make anything fit. Remember that this reading is timeless and it can apply to any time. Even though this is a New Year's reading, it can apply to absolutely any time that you watch it, even if this is, years ahead that you may see this video. Okay, so what does my collective need to hear? Got the Seven of Wands. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get into this reading. Okay, so first off, I feel like this year is gonna be the year of like planting those seeds and watching them grow. But the seeds that you plant will be very, very significant. Okay, some of you guys have already been planting seeds. I'm sorry, you can't see the cards. Let's see, I got the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Swords. So again, definitely picking up on planting seeds. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it could have been a situation where you've been planting these seeds for months, possibly even years, and just waiting to watch things grow. This will be that year that the seeds that you plant will begin to sprout very beautifully. Even if you're a little late on planting your seeds, like say you kind of just started to really plant your seeds, if you have not started, you absolutely should. Or say that, you haven't started yet, but you're starting very soon. Regardless, this year is going to be the year where things move pretty fast. Like, the hard work that you put in is exactly what you'll get out. Don't get me wrong, you won't be able to really get away with not putting in effort into your dreams and your goals. This is a year where the effort that you put in is going to give you results equal to that effort. So if you're working hard and you feel like in the past all that hard work was for nothing, it will not be for nothing at all this year. This is the year that it will absolutely mean a lot to you, and it will take you far. Okay, so again, if you have not started planting those seeds, please do that very soon. If you're still figuring out what seeds you need to plant, that's fine. Figure that out. Take your time, but try not to take too much time, because yes, if something is meant for you, if success is meant for you, you're gonna get that success regardless. But why wait? Why wait? This is the year where it's like all those doors are open and you truly can walk through all of them, but you have to choose to do that. Like, the universe will not push you to do anything. This year is also all about free will, okay? Whatever you do is what they're going to give you back. Yes, if you're blessed, you'll get extra blessings on top of that. But if you're not putting in any effort and no thoughts, and you're not working towards your goals, then nothing is what you'll get. Honestly, this isn't really the year where you can do nothing and these opportunities will just pop up. Now, I will say this, because I am kind of hearing like law of attraction. I don't know if a lot of you guys have been looking into that lately, law of attraction is doing something. Okay, so don't think that if your way of manifesting or planting your seeds doesn't so much deal with physical work that you won't get anywhere, because you will. Okay, planting those seeds, even if they're mentally planting those seeds and taking those steps to what's the word I'm trying to use? Taking those steps to I lost my train of thought, y'all. I lost my damn train of thought. Okay. Forgive me, but okay, this is what I wanted to say. So, even if you're not doing physical work and you're just most likely focusing on laws, different laws of attraction, that can work as well. Okay? Just as long as you are constantly working at reprogramming your mind to attract all these things that you want to attract, and go to these places that you want to go. Just understand that this work that you need to put in isn't all about blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Okay, some of it is just thinking completely different than you ever thought before. I feel like this year is going to be a year where a lot of people start to become a completely different person. Things and people from the past will seem far more distant than they were before, or far more distant than they actually are. So say in the past 6 months you have lost a relationship, whether it be friendship, platonic, or a romantic relationship. By this time next year, not even this time next year, by the middle of next year, it'll feel like that happened years ago. Because a lot of you guys will be kind of like quantum leaping this year, like jumping years ahead. Just years ahead. And that's also, that ties into what I was saying before when I say that, if something is meant for you, you're going to get it regardless of when. But there's a lot of things that are kind of more set in stone to happen for you in the next few years, and you can make it happen this year instead of having to wait for the next few years if you're just moving extra slow and moving like a snail. This is not the year to hold on to past memories or past people. If anybody was let go of, if anybody let you go this year, it does not matter what side you were on. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you were done wrong or if you did wrong. As long as you learned that lesson, you were honest with yourself about where you went wrong on your side and what you could have done better, as well as what that other person could have done better, and you take that lesson with you and you hold it, then honestly, you can still, do that quantum leap. It doesn't matter if you were in the wrong or the right. Try to release that guilt that you may be feeling because of any betrayals. Also, if someone did you wrong, try to release those negative feelings towards them. Don't carry hate in your heart going into this new year. And also learn to not even carry it in the present moment, even if someone does you wrong in that present moment. Now, I'm not saying allow people to walk over you, because absolutely not. But don't take anyone's wrongdoings personal at all. I mean, if someone does you wrong, or if someone, is kind of trying to like mess anything up for you, don't allow that to happen. But also don't allow it to get to you to the point where you're ready to like snap on somebody. This will be the year of learning to stand up for yourself, but do it in a way that is truly helpful towards you and doesn't bring your vibration or your energy down. It doesn't take a lot of energy out of you, right? Because not every wrongdoing by someone else deserves an equal reaction. Sometimes you have to let people sit in that funky ass, excuse my language, funky ass energy that they're in, and refuse to go to the bottom with them. Just let them stay there, let them be there, and look down on them if you have to, and let that be that. Okay, so that is it for the collective reading. Now I will get into these piles. We will be starting with our anchor. Y'all move these over here. So our anchor or pile number 1. Okay. 6 of Wands. Can you guys see? Kind of. Okay, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. All right. You and your loved ones are safe, and we have the secrets, the unknown, mysteries, and wonders, as well as Tree of Souls. Ooh, collective wisdom, kinship group, and library. Okay. So. Pile number 1. This is going to be a year where you are really working towards your goals. This is physical work. Okay? This is physical work. Y'all are putting in that work. Now, I'm hearing not getting too much sleep. Some of you guys may be that busy to where you feel like you don't get to sleep or just kind of sit around as much as you used to. But that's okay, though. That's okay, because in the end, it is going to be worth it. In the end, you guys are going to be able to turn your situation and your lives around completely. And I feel like this win will be so big that it may not only positively affect you, but it could even have like a positive ripple effect on the people around you. You might end up motivating those around you to chase and follow their dreams more. Or your success could be so big that you're able to help out other people a lot more. Let's see. Yeah, I really feel like this is going to be a great positive year for y'all. So like I said with the collective, planting seeds and watching them sprout, you guys will get a lot of recognition, whether it be from close friends and family or from the public, for what it is that you're doing. I see y'all also like trying to expand your horizons, maybe thinking like, okay, what I have going on right now is good, but I can make it into so much more. I could do even better than this. You know, I could chase my dreams even harder than this. I mean, I see y'all just being so motivated, like having this huge motivated energy that is just pushing you to keep going and keep going and keep going, no matter how tired you are or may be. That's also another thing though. Starting now, try to really figure out how to prioritize your rest and prioritize your sleep, because with all of this energy flowing, you guys will be very busy, but you also will want to make sure that you are getting rest as much as you can, especially if you do any type of spiritual work, or if you have a business, whether it be a spiritual business or even your own different side hustle. Just make sure that you're kind of setting a routine and a schedule and sticking to it as much as you can, to give yourself a set time where you just rest, okay? If you guys work a 9 to 5, I see you guys taking more vacation time this year than you typically would. Like, you might be the type of person who doesn't really, you know, use their vacation time like for a set vacation. You know, you're not really the type to say, hey, next month I'm going to take a week off. But I see you guys doing it a lot more, just out of knowing, hey, I have a lot of stuff going on and it's great. I'm succeeding. I'm moving ahead. But God dang it, I need to sleep. I need to relax. My body needs to rest. And again, bodies needing to rest is a big thing, because I really do feel like the work that you guys will be putting in is going to be very physical. Okay? Very physical. I may be working multiple jobs, multiple hustles at one time. That kind of has you just like moving from here to there constantly. Trying to get the camera more. Let's see. Balance, justice being brought to different situations. So if there's something where you have been waiting on justice, whether it be something legal, something having to do with work, family, and you feel that you have in some way been treated unfair, expect for the scales to be balanced with that this year. Sometime this year, I'm hearing early this year, is when y'all will see the results of something that you've been waiting to get justice on. Okay, let's see. Okay, I want to get my little book to read for these oracle cards, but my phone is currently set up. Oh, wait. But my phone is currently set up on that little book, so let me just pause this really quickly so I can get the books out of my the box with my decks in it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so first we will read these Moonology cards. So we have the full moon in Libra. Let's see. Wait. Okay. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests that you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Additional meanings: see the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. Okay. So I just want to say that I feel like that strongly tied into what I said in the beginning in the collective reading about if something is or has ended this year, allow that to be what it is, right? Because again, whether you were in the wrong or that person was in the wrong, as long as you take the lesson that you're supposed to take from it, you can still win, okay? You'll be fine. You will be fine, regardless of what kind of ending this was or what the reason for it was. Now, this is also the year where you guys will end up forming a lot of very important partnerships. I feel in all areas of your life. In work and just your personal life. I see you guys meeting people who can elevate you in some type of way, as well as you being the person that can elevate other people too in some kind of way. Some of you guys may join some type of group, and this group it could be like a spiritual group or just a group of any kind of interest that you have. This is also a sign that if you have been thinking about joining a group, this is your sign to do so. I feel like you guys need a community. You guys need other people to lean on, whether it be emotionally or whether it just be for different knowledge, different perspectives. If this is some sort of spiritual group, I feel like this will expand your spiritual awareness, and your connection with spirit will get a lot deeper if you do join, or hell, even form some type of group. You don't always have to wait for others. If you've been feeling like forming a group is what you need to do, this is also your sign to do so. You guys could even also be diving into a new spiritual practice that you have never really thought to dive into. This year for y'all feels like a clean slate, if that makes sense. It's like you may have made some wrong decisions in the past that you feel got you to a place in life that you didn't want to be. And this year is like God saying, okay, here's another chance. another chance for you to make all these things right. All your wrongs have been forgiven. Try to forgive anyone else's wrongs towards you, even if they're not sorry. If they're not sorry, then that will be on them to deal with the consequences of that. But just make sure that you keep your energy and your aura pure and high vibrational, okay? Because it's all that you can do. You can only worry about yourself. You can only control yourself. And stooping to someone else's level will never help you, okay? So even in this situation that you are getting ready to get justice about, even while you're waiting on that justice, try to balance yourself, okay? Balance your emotions and your mind, and make sure that no matter what, you are staying in that high vibration. Forget them and their vibrations. Make sure that you stay in that high vibration. If you can get away from that negative vibration or avoid it, try to do that as well, okay? Because that'll definitely help. So let's read this new moon in Cancer. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desires. Okay, so like I said, clean slate with you in your life, as well as the people and the things in your life. So if someone has been removed, they are where they should be. If a relationship has kind of been rekindled and rejuvenated, then this is most likely something that is meant to work. Of course, if it was rekindled naturally, not something where it was forced, or you just let a toxic person back in. Absolutely not. Leave that person where they are. But this is something that was not toxic, and maybe it just naturally fell off. Allow it to come back. It's up to you whether you want to nurture it or not. You don't have to, but if you want to, then I feel like this is a sign to do so. Also, like I said, you guys could be looking into community more because you need it. You need friends, you need people to connect with. Oh gosh, you need people who can expand your mind and your horizons. People who can take you to places you've never been, as well as be willing to become that person that can take others to places that they've never been. So that is all that I have for pile number 1. And let me know how much this message resonated. Please make sure that you take what resonates and leave everything that does not. Do not force anything to fit. This message is timeless and can apply to any time in your life. So feel free to come back at a later point if something may resonate later on but doesn't resonate now. Okay, next up is pile 2, our seashell. Page of Cups, 5 of Cups reversed, Strength, and the Fool. Your dreams need a practical plan. Conclusions are within reach. Full Moon Temple, celebration, peak, transcendent moments. And Light Dancer, illumination, the radiant self, and shining soul. Pile 2. This year is going to be the year of you. I feel like this year is supposed to be all about you. Okay, you might have been someone who typically you would put a lot of effort into things that had to do with someone else. I mean, you know, you may put more effort into your 9 to 5 than you put into your small business. You may put more effort into making others happy than you put into making yourself happy, or making sure other people are taken care of more than you make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And this is the year that is going to stop. It's going to have to stop. Okay? No more people pleasing. No more none of that. This is the year where you truly do find your strength. Okay? And you realize how powerful you are and always have been. Now, I don't say powerful in a way of like ruling over others, but just understanding that you don't need other people as much as you thought that you did. Okay? This is the year where you realize how much strength and power you hold in yourself and how far it can take you. I see this really making you guys feel very good too. I'm hearing towards the middle of the year is where a lot of you will have that full realization. It's when you'll not only feel it and see it on the inside of you, but it'll reflect on the outside, okay? Because once you let go of these people-pleasing tendencies, or these people who want you to please them more than you please yourself, you will start to see life truly get better. You'll feel more clarity every day. You'll feel more positive. Your vibration will be a lot higher once you cut off this baggage, if you have not already. Now, if you have, then you are just one step closer to really stepping into your true self and remembering exactly who you are. That is really what this year is going to be about for you guys, is remembering who the hell you are. Because some of y'all might have forgot. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I feel like at some point in time, you may have knew that you were that one. You were that person, and maybe you went through certain things in life where you feel may have humbled you or made you feel like, you know, you weren't really that person, right? But you are, though. And this year is going to be the year that you realize that again, and you remember, oh shoot, I'm that bitch. Why am I staying in these energies or these groups and these spaces where people are allowing me to feel small? Why am I allowing people to make me feel small? If y'all have not already cut a lot of people and things off, this will be the year that you cut a lot of people off. Or just pull back your energy from people and watch that relationship pretty much crumble, because it never actually was anything in the first place. And this is going to be the year where y'all realize that, if you haven't already. I really feel like it's coming very soon for a lot of you guys. If you have not come to these complete realizations, or even just accepted this. Some of you guys may have realized it, but you may not have fully accepted it yet. But you're going to do that. I'm hearing in the next few months is when you guys will really be accepting, okay, I've been downplaying myself by sticking around with this person or this place or this thing, this habit. Whatever it is, it may be a person that you need to let go of. It could be something, like it could be a habit. It could be a job. For some of y'all, I'm hearing like maybe smoking. Some of you guys may have decided that you will no longer smoke, drink, if you do any other type of drugs. This is the year where you're like, yeah, it's got to go, because it's holding me back. It's weighing me down. It's keeping me from really making a clear plan with my goals. Hell, it's even keeping y'all from making goals, or, you know, realizing what goals you want to have or that you want to reach. Whatever it is or whoever it is that you're letting go of, this will be a very celebratory moment for you. Like, this won't be something small. This will be pretty big, and it'll feel like a huge boulder and a huge weight has just been dropped. And that's because it has. That's because it has. Absolutely. Okay? No more allowing people to disappoint you, because you're no longer putting so much faith in other people. Okay, a lot of you guys will be taking steps or taking leaps. I feel like this is going to be the year where you're more so led by faith than anything. You're trusting in God, trusting in the universe to put you where you need to be, which is exactly what you should do. Just make sure that you are also meeting the universe and God in the middle, and that you're doing your part so that they can do your part, and you guys can come together and create something huge for you. Okay? Because again, I'm not sure if I said this in the collective reading or in pile one, but this year, free will is a huge thing, and it does not mean that you can just do whatever you want. I mean, you can, but whatever you do is going to be where you'll be. The effort you put in is exactly what you're gonna get out. And I feel like this is another reason why y'all are ready to let go of these things and these people and places, because you know that they're not going to allow you to be your best self and be your highest self. Okay? All right, so let's read. I actually want to read the Oracle of the Hidden World. So that'll be these cards. I'm gonna read what they say. Full Moon Temple. The time has come to celebrate an achievement, a moment of glory and beauty, to recognize the sublime blessing that is with you. It is time to set up an altar within the home, to sing the praises of the Spirit, and to give thanks for all that you have. Look around and know that in every moment of gratitude lies a key which unlocks more gifts, that opens the gate and allows the awaiting treasures of life to find their way to you. It is time to build the temple to the fullness of your spirit. Just as this moon is full and this temple has been created to expand her energy and amplify it, so too, when you build an altar or create a space within your life for gratitude, celebration, joy, glad union with others, the beauty of life grows more apparent, seems more present, and can be felt with every light tread of your feet upon the blessed earth. Put down the work and carve out this time. Commit to celebrating your life and recognizing the milestones of your personal soul quest along the way. Take time to create a sacred space, be it an altar or a room or a home that is safe and nurturing for you. Life must have its moments to delight in, and you must now find a way to bring into existence a celebration of what you have done and making it so far, dear one. Celebrate your life. We of the hidden worlds do, for you, a hopeful and unique creature. And when you remember this, you will feel the tide of pleasure sweep through you, once again, reawakening you to the joy of your own existence. Okay. So I feel like this really ties into what I was saying about whatever it is or whoever it is that you're letting go of. This is going to be very celebratory, okay? Whether it's people-pleasing tendencies or just someone that you are focused on pleasing. It's going to be very big, and the universe is very proud of you. They're giving you a very big pat on the back, a hug. Make sure that you're also taking the time to thank them, okay? Thank them for giving you the strength to let go of whatever it was that you need to let go of. If you do not have an altar, especially if you have been thinking about setting one up, please do so, okay? Setting up an ancestor altar is very simple. You can always tweak it your own way, but I say you can start off, if you have a table, use a small table. If all you have is a corner in the room, use a corner in the room. Get a white cloth, a glass of water, a picture of an ancestor, a family member. Get you some incense, and at that point, then you will begin to add on to it, okay? A good incense to start with, in my personal opinion, would be, you can use camphor or frankincense, or even like sage or a mugwort stick, something for cleansing, because you want to keep it cleansed. Okay, that's just if you've been thinking about setting up an altar. Okay. Ooh, these allergies, or this cold is getting me, y'all. So, let's read for the light dancer. Ooh, I just feel like the light dancer is y'all going into that high vibration, okay? All right, so each of us is designed to find within us the light we see outside of ourselves. And with our five senses, we cannot see all that is. We cannot take in all that is truly within this world, the universe. But through reaching for the light that lies within us, you have sought to become a more loving person. You have searched for the oneness and lost the sense of division. For moments, there have been pure bliss, and when it has departed, you have been sad, as though you have failed. As a human being, you cannot perceive all that is, all the time. But in those moments when the bliss and peace of the truth of our connection, the acceptance of our transitory journey within and through our bodies, the alignment with values that respect and love the earth, where we find union with others like ourselves, we find ourselves dancing with the light. Life has an ease and flow to it, and we feel we could reach out a hand and touch the stars. Sorry. This moment has come to you, even if you have forgotten its power, and it is here to remind you again of the beauty of the heart and soul, of the relationship you have to the infinite, which lies within you and without you. The light dancer tenderly touches what she can see in the hidden spaces of the universe and within your heart. When she comes to you, it is to remind you that you too are a light dancer, a being of the infinite universe, and you are as graceful, as aware, and as tender as she is. So, that card really reminds me a lot of, okay, apologies, I had to cough a little bit, blow my nose, but this card reminds me a lot of pile 1, so maybe take the time out to watch pile 1 as well, and take what may resonate from that pile with you. But this year, because you guys are putting yourselves first, you will also be stepping back into your personal power and re-realizing who you are. Re-realizing who you are as an individual. Okay, and that's why you guys will be realizing that you don't need anyone else. Now, this is not to say go around dropping people. Okay? Just dropping folks just because, no. If they need to go, they need to go. Use your discernment on that. But when I say that you're going to realize you don't need anyone else, you guys may have had codependent tendencies in the past. Again, you could have been codependent on a person, a place, or a thing. And you're realizing you don't need that. And you never did. And that's going to be very powerful for y'all. And it's going to trigger some kind of spiritual awakening that will push you ahead in life. Very ahead. Very ahead. Okay, so I also want to read these Moonology cards. You have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the law of attraction. The laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This is reminding me of the collective reading that I gave. Okay. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Okay, so maybe you guys really do need to try the law of attraction if you've been thinking about it. Oh, bless me. Okay. If you've been thinking about it, this is your sign that the law of attraction could really help you. It really could. Now, it doesn't take much physical effort, but it does still take effort. So you will still need to do your part, okay? But it's not so hard as having to get out there and bust your ass physically and break a sweat, you know. But I feel like the law of attraction would help you guys a lot. Try writing things down and really envisioning them, okay? Writing down your wishes and maybe putting them on under your pillow and sleeping on them, okay? Sleeping on what it is that you want the next day to hold for you. Could be very powerful. Very powerful. Okay. Full moon eclipse. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to get rid of this cold. Okay. Not gonna lie, I don't feel like looking for things. I'm sorry, I do not feel like looking for that card. But conclusions are within reach. I really feel like that's just speaking to the parts of letting things go, or letting something go that does not need to come with you to this next part of your life. You know, when they say some things cannot come with you, some things really cannot come with you. Because sometimes you cannot see it now, but would you rather trust your instinct that someone or something will hold you back than wait until they can show you that they were holding you back? I mean, I know that if today God told me, hey, you have this really bad habit and you really need to let it go because it's holding you back. And I can choose to either trust in that and let go of that bad habit, knowing that it's holding me back, or I can fight against it and say, hey, I don't think it's holding me back that much. It might not really be holding me back. And then you get this grand opportunity that's in your face and you may miss it because of this person, place, or thing that was holding you back. Or you can even get it and that person, place, or thing could mess it up for you in some kind of way. You know, but you would much rather not have to see that. Just trust. That's why I said, you know, trusting in faith, trusting in God, okay? Trusting that God will never steer you wrong or take you to the wrong place. As long as you really are using your discernment, I feel that may be something you guys do need to work on, is trusting your intuition and using your discernment. The moment that it tells you something or someone is off, you need to trust that, okay? So that is all that I have for pile number 2. Let's go ahead and get into pile number 3. But let me blow my nose first. Last but not least, we have pile number 3, the seahorse. And yes, I did that myself. I did. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, the Hanged One or the Hanged Man reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, 4 of Pentacles, and the Sun. For Oracle cards, a time for healing. Ooh. You're very close to achieving your goal. The Gift, present, honoring, or offering. And Open like the Lotus, flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. Okay. So this is going to be a year for a lot of growth. a lot of growth for you guys. Okay. Your main theme for this year, honestly, is just overall making better decisions. Financially, spiritually, in other areas of your life. I think that you guys are realizing that in some ways you may have been lacking, or you may have been not really setting yourself up for success, okay? Some of you guys could have been in a lower vibration this year. You could have been dealing with a lot of mental health issues. I'm hearing a lot of depression. That is the case. I am very sorry. A lot of sadness. You guys could have dealt with a lot of heartbreak this year and disappointments. Things that really tested you. Okay? a lot of tests. But it's almost like finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Because that rain, that heavy storm is what creates that rainbow. And after that heavy storm, you guys are going to be getting on that rainbow and riding it all the way to the end until you find that pot of gold. Okay? You guys are going to be doing a lot of healing this year. A lot of healing. And growing. Maturing. Like I said, making better decisions. I'm hearing I'm not gonna cry no more. I don't know if that's a song or if that's like a lyric from a song, but it's something about like refusing to sit in this energy of sadness any longer, refusing to allow depression to overtake your life, you know, refusing to wallow in the grief of whatever it is that you may have lost either this year, maybe the past couple of years. Now, of course, you know, if this is the grief of losing someone physically, someone passing over, that is not something you're expected to get over, you know. But I do see you guys saying, maybe this person wouldn't want me to sit in this grief so long and allow life to pass me by. And some of you guys may be honestly doing this out of honoring that person. If it is someone that you did lose to them passing over, you might say to yourself, yes, I'm very sad and I'm very hurt about that. And you have all rights to feel that way. And I ask you to grieve at your own pace. But you also may realize that, you know, this person would have told me, hey, go chase your dreams. You know, you have goals waiting on you, and I want you to go and chase them. So some of you guys, again, if this is someone that you lost physically, you may say to yourself, let me do this for them. That person can't chase their dreams anymore, so let me go and chase mine for them. Right? That's only if you did lose someone physically. But even if you took other losses, I just see y'all saying, no, I'm not crying no more. I'm not sitting up wallowing in this depression about this anymore. I'm just not allowing it to happen. I'm not, you know, some of you guys, you could have been allowing sadness to really hold you back or keep you almost bound, you know, like shackled, but the shackles weren't really there. You were just imagining them being there. You guys could have just felt held back by something or someone, okay? And you're allowing yourself to let that go. You guys are going to be blooming like a flower. Like I'm seeing like a rose, like, or even like this lotus here. Like, you know how when it grows, it starts off closed up and then just opens up. Like, I feel like that's how this year is going to be for you guys. You're going to be like a beautiful flower finally sprouting. Okay? And sitting in the beauty of yourself. You could be working on connecting with yourself and your intuition more. I'm hearing meditation. If you're not meditating a lot, you need to start. Try to, if you even can, start by meditating for like 10 minutes a day. You know, if you only have 5. Whatever it is that you can do, but just showing the universe that you really want better for yourself is exactly what's going to attract better. Okay, but you have to let them know that you want better. You have to show them, hey, I'm ready to take that next step and to move forward with my life. And I see them grabbing your hand with a smile on their face and stepping into that light with you, taking you into that light. Because here at the end, you have the sun. So through all of this that you went through, these trials and tribulations, this feeling bound, even though you really weren't, in the end, you're going to get to the end of that rainbow and realize that all you had to do to get to that happiness was take those steps. Okay, and whether those steps included healing or not, it was just about realizing that you need to take those steps. So I feel like for a lot of you guys also, you could have been kind of looking at your actions, realizing that you really weren't making good decisions for yourself, and you were kind of in your own way, and realizing that you could have been further, but you aren't because of yourself. And that's good though. That's good that you've realized this, because guess what? You ain't going nowhere but up from here, okay? Even admitting that to yourself, it does not matter how hard the truth can be sometimes, okay? When you're able to admit to yourself, I'm the reason why I'm not where I want to be, that is the first step that you take to really get into where it is that you do want to be. Okay? So some of you guys may need to kind of be a little more, I'm hearing less spending, more budgeting, okay? You guys may need to create some type of budget planner, or actually start budgeting if you have not. This would be a great year to start budgeting your money, because some of you guys may have had an issue with reckless spending in the past, and that could have been another thing that was holding you back. This may have honestly been a big factor to a lot of your problems this year, was just overall you not managing that money correctly. But I feel like come 2025, you guys will have come to this realization that I'm struggling financially because I keep making these bad financial decisions. And you're finally going to start making good financial decisions, which will bring you abundance, stability. You may begin to start paying off debts, rebuilding your credit. I'm hearing some of you guys want to buy a house, and you could potentially do that this year. It's possible, but there are some things that you may need to at least start to pay off to get your credit up, to make the process a lot easier and smoother for you. A lot of y'all, I'm hearing like you're just stepping into a grown kind of energy. Okay, you're truly becoming not just an adult, but a grown up. Like, you know that you're becoming a grown up this year. Okay, you're taking accountability, you're taking responsibility, and you're taking action. No more lying to yourself about yourself, or even lying to yourself about other people and the role that you or they may be playing in certain things. This year, you're being honest with yourself. Honestly, I feel like once you guys really do start to take full accountability for your actions and where you are, I feel like your leap ahead will be pretty fast. I don't think that it'll take too long for you guys to actually reach your goals. I feel like the universe will almost gift you with one of your most major goals this year, just because you did take accountability for where you were lacking. Okay, some of you guys, as much as I've been saying this is a year where you put in what you get out exactly what it is that you put in, 50-50 or whatever the percentage is, I feel like you guys might end up getting more than what you put in this year. Just as a thank you, as a I'm so proud of you from the universe and your ancestors and whatever spirits you have protecting or guiding you, even if it's like a deity. This will be like it's like a warm hug, like them reminding you that they're there and they always have been there. And the reminder that they give you this year, you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life, because it's going to be so big. It's like the gift that they're going to be giving you for your hard work. Again, I really feel like this might be a situation where you put in 40%, and instead of getting 40% back, you get 60% back. Like the universe is almost like, you know what, you give us this, we're going to give you even more. Because they've been waiting. Your people have been waiting on you to have these realizations and to realize that you are in your own way. A lot of you guys are destined for some serious success. Like, you guys may even be destined to be very wealthy. Maybe not to the point where I'm hearing like hoarding wealth. Some of you guys, you know, you may be iffy about things like that. You may not really want to become a millionaire because you feel like it's greedy, which is understandable. But some of you guys may be meant to be a millionaire. Some of you guys are just meant to be super financially stable, like have a nice house, a nice car, maybe even 2 cars. You're meant to not worry about anything. You're meant to enjoy the finer things in life, and the universe has been wanting to give that to you for a while, but they couldn't because you just were not in the energy to receive it. And unfortunately, had they given you these gifts in the past, you would have messed them up, and they didn't want that for you. These gifts, these blessings are so protected and guarded that they refuse to give it to you any earlier than when you were ready for it, because they did not want you to take them and crumble them. Okay? You're not somebody that's meant to reach the top and fall off. You're meant to reach the top and stay there. And they had to make sure that you did this the right way so that you could stay there. This year, you're going to be learning a lot about yourself. I think that some of the gifts that you are given, honestly, I'm even hearing spiritual gifts. Some of you guys may be figuring out some spiritual gifts that you have. You may be introduced to possibly maybe, I'm hearing mediumship for some of you. Some of you guys may be mediums and you don't know. But this year you will find out. If you don't fully come into your mediumship this year, they're going to start giving you really big hints and clues about whatever it is that your gifts are. But again, they couldn't reveal these gifts to you in the past because you just were not, I'm hearing, not mature enough to deal with them. Some of you guys could have possibly let these gifts kind of boost your ego up a little too much. And, you know, egos can be healthy, but only to an extent before it's excessive. Some of you guys may have, it's only for some of you. Some of you guys may have had to get humbled. The universe may have had to humble you, but it was only for your own good. Okay? So that you could go about the rest of your life carrying humility with you, which can keep you at the top. Okay? Because what you didn't want to do is make it to the top in a dirty kind of way, because unfortunately, people who make it to the top through manipulation, dishonesty, they may sit there for a while and enjoy it, but eventually they're going to fall because the foundation that they built their success on was lies, manipulation, low vibrations. And they did not want you to do that. They didn't want that for you, okay? They wanted your foundation to be built on high vibrations, purity, honesty, love. They pretty much refuse to allow you to mess these things up. And honestly, that's really a good thing, y'all. That really is. Because I know that we've all seen people make it to the top and they let their egos be their downfall. It's sad. I can give an example, but I'll hold off from that. But it's sad, but it happens. And they didn't want that for you because they didn't want you to embarrass yourself or anything like that. I mean, they want nothing but the best for you. And a lot of y'all couldn't realize why it took so long for you to reach these goals. That's why. That is why, baby. You were not ready, but you are ready now. And if you're not fully ready now, you are very, very close to being ready. Okay? The universe really loves you. Your spirits really love you. They really do. No matter what, remember that. You have a lot of love surrounding you in the metaphysical. Even if you don't feel like you have it in the physical, I feel like you do. But know that you definitely do have a lot of love surrounding you in the metaphysical. Okay? They are protecting you in your dreams and your goals because they want them to be everlasting. This is not meant to only be for a moment. This is meant to be for a lifetime. Okay, honestly, I don't feel the need to read any of these oracle cards out of the books. I feel like the message here is pretty clear. It really is. So I hope that resonated with you, pile 3. Please remember to take what resonated, leave what did not. If you are feeling connected to or called to another pile, feel free to look into that pile as well. If you would like something more personal and in-depth, you can click the Etsy link in my bio to book a personal reading. Feel free to ask me any questions. Please do not be afraid to ask me any questions at all. I will be happy to answer anything. And as always, I hope that you have a blessed day and Happy New Year. May your new year be filled with nothing but happiness and success and love and abundance. Until next time.